Stop right now. Let me hit you with a truth bomb. Love is overrated. Dreams, those aren't. You think the world cares about your feelings? Nah. But you know what it does care about? Results. And if you're sitting here waiting for motivation or support to kickstart your life, you're already losing. Wake up. It's time to drop the excuses. Lock in and fly. Let's go. Think about this. When's the last time you saw a lion crying because the herd didn't cheer for it? Never. It hunts. It eats. It survives. That's you now. No love? Good. No distractions? No cry? Perfect. More focus. Because while everyone's out here drowning in emotions, you're building an empire. And empires aren't built on good vibes only. They're built on sweat, sacrifice, and a mindset so ruthless it scares people. Let me tell you about Sarah, 24, broke, heartbroken, working a dead-end job. One day she got tired of her own excuses, stopped waiting for someone to believe in her, deleted social media, cut off energy drainers. 12 months later, tripled her income, moved cities. Now she travels the world while her ex is still posting sad quotes. What changed? Nothing except her mindset. No love, no cry, only goal, only fly. That became her mantra, and it needs to be yours. Here's the cold hard truth. Nobody's coming to save you. Not your mom, not your partner, not luck, just you. And that's powerful. Because once you realize that, the game changes. You stop begging for attention and start demanding respect. You stop complaining about time and start making time. You stop crying over lost love and start falling in love with your mission. That's how winners think. That's how legends are built. So here's your challenge. Starting today, you operate differently. Wake up and ask, what's one thing that'll get me closer to my goals? Then do it. No mood, no motivation, just discipline. While others are stuck in their feelings, you'll be leveling up in silence. And one day, they'll look up and you'll already be gone, flying. That's the power of no love, no cry. Only goal, only fly. Drop a locked in the comments. If you're ready to switch modes, let's see who's really about this life. And if you're not, keep scrolling. The weak always do. Flames, bold text, no love, no cry, only go, only fly, music crescendos. Want it more aggressive, more emotional? Tell me. I'll tweak it till it's perfect. Boom! Mic drop. Let's get real. You're either building your dreams or you're building someone else's. There's no in between. You think Kobe Bryant woke up every day feeling motivated? No. He woke up and put in the work while the world was still sleeping. That's the difference between winners and someday people. Someday never comes. Today does. And if you're still waiting for the perfect moment to start, guess what? You've already missed it. The perfect moment was yesterday. The next best time? Right now. I know what you're thinking, but what if I fail? What if you don't? What if you wake up a year from now and you're exactly where you are today, just with more regret? That's the real failure. Not trying, not betting on yourself, letting fear win. Look at Elon Musk. Dude risked everything, slept in his factory, and now he's out here changing the game. You think he cared about being liked? No, he cared about winning. That's the energy you need. Let me break it down for you. Love comes and goes. Feelings fade. But your grind, that stays. Your hustle, that compounds. Every hour you waste scrolling, complaining, overthinking, that's an hour you could have spent getting closer to your dreams. And dreams don't work unless you do. So cut the noise. Block the doubters. Delete the distractions. Your future self is begging you to get your act together. Don't let them down. Here's the secret sauce. Nobody's coming to clap for you while you're in the trenches. Nobody's going to push you at 5 a.m. when it's cold and you're tired. That's when champions are made. In the dark, in the struggle, in the I don't feel like it moments, that's where you prove you're built different. So ask yourself, are you a spectator or a player? Because the game's already happening. You in or you out? Drop an iFly in the comments right now if you're ready to lock in. No more excuses, no more delays, just pure relentless focus. The world's not waiting for you, so why are you waiting? Let's go. The sky isn't the limit, it's the starting point. Music hits peak intensity. Remember, No love, no cry. Only goal, only fly. Now get out there and make it happen. Final text, see you at the top. Listen up, the clock is ticking, and every second you spend doubting yourself is a second your competition is using to get ahead. You want success? It's not going to come wrapped in a pretty bow. It's going to come through sweat, sacrifice, and a refusal to quit when everyone else would walk away. Look at any legend in any field. What do they all have in common? They outworked everyone around them while people told them it couldn't be done. Let me tell you about Mike. Worked a 9-5 he hated, barely making ends meet. While his friends were out partying, he was building his side hustle. 2 years later, he quit that job, tripled his income, and now travels the world working from his laptop. His secret? He stopped waiting for permission to succeed. He stopped caring what people thought. He stopped making excuses and started making moves. That could be you, but only if you're willing to do what others won't. Here's the raw truth. Nobody cares about your struggles until you win. Then suddenly everyone wants to know your story. But the real story? It's written in those 3 a.m. nights when you're grinding while others sleep. It's written in those no's you turned into fuel. It's written in every time you got knocked down and chose to get back up. That's where champions are made, in the dark when nobody's watching. So what's it going to be? Another year of maybe next time? Another year of watching others live the life you want? Or are you finally ready to take what's yours? The choice is yours, but remember this. Dreams don't work unless you do. The world doesn't owe you anything. You want it, go take it. No apologies, no excuses, just results. Comment taking flight right now if you're done with excuses and ready to build your empire. Let's see who's really about this life. The clock starts now. Visual. Jet taking off with text overlay. Your time is now. Music builds to crescendo. No love, no problem, no cry, even better. All that energy you're wasting on what doesn't matter, redirect it to what does. Your goals. Your grind, your glory. See at the top. Screen fades to black with final text. The only limit is the one you set. Continue without heading and subheading. Look around you right now. The clock is ticking. Every person you see scrolling mindlessly, that's your competition choosing comfort over greatness. Every excuse you make, that's another brick in the wall between you and your dreams. But here's the secret they don't tell you. That wall isn't real. You built it yourself with doubts and some days. Today, we tear it down. Remember when you were a kid and you actually believed you could do anything? What happened? Who told you to settle? Who convinced you that playing small was safer? They were wrong, dead wrong, because the real risk isn't failing. It's waking up at 40, realizing you never really tried. That's the nightmare you should be running from. I know a guy grew up with nothing, literally slept in his car while building his business. People laughed at him, said he was crazy. Last year, sold that company for $20 million. You know what changed? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, except his willingness to outwork, outlast, and outbelieve everyone who doubted him. That's all it takes. That's the only difference between who you are and who you could be. Your move, right now, this second. You've got 2 choices. Keep doing what you're doing and keep getting what you're getting, or decide, really decide, that enough is enough. That today isn't just another day, but the day. The day you stop waiting. The day you start becoming. The day you trade maybe for watch me. Comment watch me right now if you're ready to turn your life into a warning to anyone who ever doubted you. Let's make today the day everything changes. Visual, lightning strike with text. The storm starts now. Bass drops, no love, good, no cry, even better. Just you, your grind, and the undeniable results coming your way. They'll see you when you land. Final frame black screen with single white text. Flight mode activated. Let's get brutally honest for a second. Your comfort zone is a prison you built yourself. Every time you hit snooze, every time you choose Netflix over your goals, every time you listen to that voice saying, maybe tomorrow, you're adding another bar to that cage. But here's the raw truth. No one will tell you the key was in your hand the whole damn time. Think about your biggest regret from last year. Now fast forward to next year. Do you really want to be sitting there with that same feeling again? Of course not. So why do we keep making the same mistakes expecting different results? That's not just insanity. That's self-sabotage. And it ends today. I want you to picture someone you admire. Anyone who's achieved what you want. Now understand this. They weren't born different. They just made different choices. When others quit, they kept going. When it hurt, they leaned in. When no one believed in them, they became their own biggest believer. That's the only difference between ordinary and extraordinary. One is willing to do what the other won't. Your life right now is the sum total of every decision you've ever made. Scary thought, isn't it? But here's what's more terrifying. If you don't change anything, nothing changes. The same habits will lead to the same results. The same excuses will lead to the same disappointments. The clock is ticking whether you use your time or waste it. So here's your moment of truth. Comment no more excuses right now. If you're finally ready to break free, no more one day. No more I can't. No more playing small. This is your life we're talking about. How much longer are you willing to settle? Visual, a rocket breaking through concrete with text, your breakthrough starts now. Sound effect, glass shattering. No love, no prom, passion burns hotter anyway. No cry, perfect. Tears fog up your vision. All that's left is you and your relentless pursuit of what you deserve. The world won't change until you do. Final wolf howling at the moon with text. The pack slip. Hunters hunt. Continue without heading and subheading. The alarm clock rings at 5 a.m. Two paths split before you. One leads back to a warm pillow and empty promises. The other to cold floors and conquered dreams. Which will you choose? Because make no mistake, this single decision ripples across your entire life. Every morning you choose comfort over growth. You're not just losing hours. You're losing your future self. Look at your hands right now. These aren't just hands. They're weapons. Weapons to build, to create, to throttle life until it gives you what you deserve. But here's the tragedy. Most people die with their weapons still holstered. Too scared to draw. Too comfortable to fight. Don't let that be you. Ever watch a lion hunt? It doesn't stalk the weakest prey. It targets the prize that will fuel its greatness. That's you right now. Either the hunter or the hunted. The world doesn't need more sheep content with nibbling grass. It needs more lions willing to bleed for their feast. I dare you to try something radical today. Outwork your doubts. When that voice whispers, you can't, do 5 more. When fatigue says, stop, sprint further. This is how ordinary people forge extraordinary lives. By doing what feels impossible today until it becomes your warm-up tomorrow. Comment, lion mode, if you're ready to stop grazing with the sheep. The hunt begins now. The hunt begins now. Sound, distant roar shaking the screen. No love, good, emotion clouds judgment. No cry, perfect. Saltwater rusts ambition. Only raw, relentless hunger remains. Feed it. 3 a.m., the world is silent. This is where empires are built. In these quiet hours when everyone else is still asleep. You have 2 choices right now. Hit snooze and remain a spectator in your own life, or rise and become the architect of your destiny. The clock is ticking. What's it going to be? Look in the mirror. That person staring back, that's your biggest competition. Not your neighbor, not some influencer, you from yesterday. And if you're not outworking that version every single day, you're falling behind. The race doesn't stop just because you slowed down. They'll tell you it's too hard. They'll say you can't do it. Good, let them doubt, let them sleep. While they're busy counting reasons why you'll fail, you'll be too busy proving them wrong. Remember, diamonds are formed under pressure, but only if they don't crack first. I don't care how tired you are. I don't care how many times you've failed before. The only thing that matters is what you do right now. This moment, this decision, this breath before the plunge. History isn't made by those who wait. It's made by those who attack life with everything they've got. No love, no distractions, no cry, no weakness, just you, your will, and the fire inside that that refuses to be extinguished. Now go set the world ablaze. At the end of the day, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the story you keep telling yourself. That voice whispering you can't is a liar. That fear convincing you to play small is a fraud. The truth, you're capable of far more than you've ever allowed yourself to believe. But potential means nothing without action. Dreams are worthless without execution. And time. It's the only currency you can't earn back once it's spent. Every second you waste hesitating is another moment your future self will look back on with regret. Think about where you were a year ago. Are you proud of that version of you? Or are there things you wish you'd done differently? Now fast forward to next year. Do you want to be having this same conversation with yourself again? Of course not. So why wait? Why hesitate? Why give your power away to doubt and procrastination when you could be claiming your destiny right now? The world doesn't reward good intentions. It rewards bold action. It doesn't care about your excuses, only your results. This is your wake-up call. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, right now, today, this very moment. That fire in your belly, that restlessness you feel, that's your greatness trying to break free. Stop suffocating it with comfort and convenience. The path won't be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. There will be days you want to quit, moments when it feels impossible, times when no one believes in you. That's when you dig deeper. That's when you prove to yourself what you're really made of. Success isn't about luck or talent. It's about consistency. It's about showing up when you don't feel like it, pushing forward when everything in you wants to stop, outlasting every doubt, every setback, every ounce of resistance until your breakthrough comes. And it will come, but only if you refuse to quit. Only if you keep moving forward no matter what. So take this as your sign, your moment, your undeniable nudge from the universe. The tools are in your hands. The power is in your choices. The time is now. Not when things are perfect, not when you feel ready, now. While you're scared, while it's hard, while the outcome is uncertain. That's when real growth happens. That's where legends are born. The question isn't whether you can do it. We both know you can. The real question is, will you? Will you finally silence the excuses and start? Will you trade temporary comfort for lasting fulfillment? Will you look back a year from now as the person who took the leap or the one who stayed on the edge? This is your life, your story, your legacy in the making. Make it count, make it bold, make it something future generations will talk about. The world needs what you have to offer, but only if you're brave enough to deliver it. No more waiting, no more wondering. No more wasting your potential. Your time starts now. Go make it unforgettable. Final visual, a single pair of footprints stretching endlessly toward the horizon. Text, the journey begins with one step. Take it. Sound, a deep resonant bell tolling once before fading into silence.